everybody and welcome back. Today, Disney. I thought I would do the Disney tag. So I've seen quite a few people online doing this, but it's like 30 questions long, so I thought we'd kind of mix it up a little bit. I've got my handy dandy notepad ready and yeah, let's crack on. So we have 10 questions from the actual Disney tag, some what things I want to do on my next trip, non-Disney things, and a little bit of a this or that again. So the first one is favourite Disney movie. Now again, this all depends. I have quite a few. My most recent favourite is Tangled. I absolutely love that movie. I could watch it over and over again and fall in love every single time. When I was younger, I used to love The Little Mermaid, and that still is my favourite, so I don't think I could say like my absolute favourite. I probably have 5. Little Mermaid, Tangled, Frozen 2, it's quite up there, Mulan, I can't even think, Peter Pan. Peter Pan has to make the top 5. But yeah, I love them all. I'm actually currently rewatching all the old classics, just because I can, really. Disneyland or Disney World. I have never been to Disneyland before, I've only been to Disney World, so I would have to say Disney World for that, but I do want to go to Disneyland at some point in my life. Kind of want to go to the mall, especially Disneyland and Disney World. Well, Disneyland's like the original, isn't it? So you have to go at some point. Next is my favourite Disney character. Now to me, that does not mean princesses or villains really, so that's character. So that kind of helps me and that kind of narrows it down a little bit. Yeah, I would have to say Olaf. I think he's hilarious. I also think Ryder's hilarious. He's technically not a prince, but yeah, I don't like these type of questions because I can't pick. I'm so indecisive as a person and I just love far too many to pick one. Next was the first Disney movie I remember seeing. So I don't ever remember what the very first movie is. That like I've actually like official first movie that I ever saw, but again it would probably have to be Little Mermaid because that's one of my favourites, or Mulan. But I think Mulan, I was slightly older when that came out. But fun fact, that actually used to be mine and my siblings sing-along movie. So we used to just like watch it, rewind it. I was on videotapes, but yeah, we would watch it, rewind it, watch it, rewind it. Especially I'll Make a Man Out of You. That's our absolute favourite song. Even to this day, still our favourite song. Next one is what Disney items do you collect the most? So I collect some plushes, as you can see, many right there from the new collection. I have some of the like original ones and my favourite characters. I do have some Disney pins, but I would probably say mugs. I collect the mugs the most out of them all, which is kind of bad because they take up the most space. Yeah, I'm kind of just getting really into pins and slowly building my collection up. But I don't want to just go out and buy like every random pin under the sun. I want to get ones that I like really like. So yeah, I'm totally digressing. But yes, mugs. My favourite Disney song. Right now it would probably have to be Show Yourself from Frozen 2. I don't know what it is about that song, but it just gives me goosebumps and it just kind of really clicks with me, like something on a really personal level. I just totally get it and I absolutely love it. Obviously I love all the songs from Little Mermaid and Mulan, but yeah, right at this right moment I would say it would be Show Yourself from Frozen 2. Next is dream job at Disney. So I actually had to think about this one for a little bit. I don't think I'd actually like to be one of the princesses, believe it or not. Like some people might think that, but no, mine's isn't. I'd like to be more hands-on, so I don't know if I'd like to work in like one of the shops or like doing the pin trading or something like that, but I think I would want to do something that I could like help create the magic for like young kids especially. So I think I would quite like to be, this seems really random, I think I would quite like to be at the Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique doing the like fairy dust on the kids' heads, just something really simple like that, just floating around like helping people. But I more than a greeter, so like I want to have like some sort of interaction with people. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I would want to have like some sort of interaction with people, so like the Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique, like making the treats, that's like along the lines of, I just want to be a crew member, just your middle of the road crew member. Next is the most treasured Disney item. So I would probably have to say it's the Mickey and Minnie originals from Disneyland. They're actually my aunties. I should have got them out for this video. They're actually my auntie who sadly passed away a few years ago with cancer. I would say that they're probably my most treasured purely because of the really personal, the really sentimental to me. Next, out of the actual Disney quiz, is the voice actor you would like to meet. So I actually have a few, but one that comes to my mind and probably comes to all of your guys' mind as well is Josh Gad. He plays Olaf. He also plays LeFou in the remake of Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, I just think he's absolutely hilarious. I think you could have such a good laugh with him. So he would definitely be my number one to meet. I'd also like to meet Jonathan Croft, who plays Kristoff. I don't know why. I just think he would be really cool. I think it would be dead cool to meet the two of them at the same time, because when you see interviews and stuff, the two of them seem to have really good personalities and they just get on so well. So I would probably say they two are probably my top three. So the next thing is things I want to do on my next trip. So I've actually got a folder that I've started to make up. So some people have like photo boards, like vision boards that they want to do, whereas I don't really have the wall space in my room to put something up on the wall. Plus as well, I don't really want something up on the wall that everybody can see when they come into my room. It's for me. It's something that I want to work towards. So that's why I made this folder up. Yeah, I think I've maybe shown this before over on Instagram. This is going to be a shameless plug. If you don't follow me, I'll link it below. Yeah, so this is just kind of things that I want to work towards. So this is just Florida in general, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Typhoon Lagoon, because that's where we're going as well, and Disney Springs. So I've just kind of picked, like, there's a big huge list, so I can go into more detail if that's what you guys want. But the 10 things that I would really like to do when I go back to Disney Florida is do the Tangled Lanterns. You get a photo up. I didn't know this the last time I went. So so I've been watching Brogan Tate, Sophie Bell Brown, and Jade Billington. I can't remember if that's what her YouTube name is, but anyway, I watched the three of them and I kind of got some pointers from them. So yeah, so I want to that's why I noticed the Tangled Lanterns. I think that was Brogan. She had put it in one of her Disney vlogs like before. So I'd love to do the Tangled Lanterns where you get a photo up at night. So you're standing holding the lantern and they're all in the background, because Tangled is one of my new favourite movies. This would be, number 2 is I'd love to eat at Be Our Guest. I went with my friend last year and I'm going with her again this year. So we tried to book into Be Our Guest before we went and it was like completely fully booked. So that's some place that's definitely on the bucket list for either breakfast or lunch. I've seen pictures, it just looks absolutely amazing. Number 3, I'd love to do Kilimanjaro Safari. Again, fully booked the last time we went. We did, I don't know what it's called, but we did like a little, it wasn't safari, but it was like you basically went in and walked around and you got to see some animals, but it wasn't them in their like natural habitat. I've heard a lot of different things with Kilimanjaro Safari. It's either really, really good or people don't like it as much, but something definitely want to do. Tick it off. Number 4, I'd like to try a Night Blossom drink. Now, I believe that's in Epcot at the Avatar section. Yeah, the pictures just look really good. Again, it's one of the things where if you don't go to Disney and get a Disney pretzel, a Dole Whip, or like one of the Night Blossom drinks, you're doing it completely wrong. So number 5, I'd like to do the Frozen ride. For some strange reason, I don't know why, we did not do that the last time we were there. We actually spent, our last trip, we actually spent a lot more time at Universal, and we only really did a day and a half in Disney, which was definitely not enough. So this time we're doing more Disney based, so we want to do, I think we spent maybe an afternoon in Epcot. At the time I really didn't think I didn't like it, but I had only scratched like not even the surface of it. There's so much more there that I want to do. So yeah, what to do. Number 6, I want to get an ice cream sandwich. I don't know why I never saw this before. I think the thing is, right, there are so many different foods and snacks you can't eat it all. You just can't eat it all. So I think now I've come back and it's like, okay, right, I've had like a Mickey pretzel, I've had this, I've had this, I've had that. Now I want to try other things when I go. So yeah, ice cream sandwich is on the list. 7 is the ice cream walls in Epcot. On our last trip, we actually saw one of these. I think it was the purple wall that we saw. We took a few pictures out, but they didn't turn out as great. But yeah, I kind of want to get them all and get pictures in front of them, you know, for Instagram. Oopsies. Number 8. Now, I can't remember where I saw this. I don't know if it was online, if it was on a YouTube channel or blog. I can't remember. But apparently, you can watch a movie under the stars at a chosen hotel. So we are actually staying at a Disney resort this time. Last time we stayed off campus, off resort, whatever it's called. So that's maybe why we didn't know about this, but I'd really like to do a movie under the stars. I don't know if this is still going to be a thing moving forward, but something I definitely look at. Number 9 goes without saying. I'd love to do more character meets. So the last time we only did a handful actually. I feel like I could make a whole other video on this of what we did at Disney the first time and what we're not doing the next time. I may make a video on that if you guys are interested. But yeah, we didn't do very many character meets, so I definitely want to do that, especially the characters that are my favourite. I think we felt like maybe a little bit shy the last time we went, but I'm kind of like, who cares? I've paid, I want the magic as well. And last for this one, number 10, is more rides. So we did some rides when we went the last time, but we didn't manage Peter Pan's Flight or Pirates of the Caribbean, It's a Small World. We didn't manage. You can't do it all in the time you go. So basically this next trip is going to be everything that I didn't manage the last time. So yeah, Peter Pan's Flight, Pirates of the Caribbean are the top of my list, along with many others. Next is some non-Disney things. So I'd like to go back to Disney Springs. Again, we did this in a day. I absolutely loved it. Something I'll continue to do each time I go shopping. Number 2 for non-Disney items is Typhoon Lagoon. We actually went to Volcano Bay the last time and I loved it. I was obsessed. So I'm hoping Typhoon Lagoon is going to be just as. Number 3, I would like to go back to Wendy's. We went to Wendy's for my birthday last year. We're actually out over my birthday. So we went to Wendy's for breakfast. It was so good. So yeah, definitely want to head back there. Number 4, so this is something that I've wanted to have forever. I think all of the non-Disney things are pretty much food items. But yeah, I'd love to find a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A? However you pronounce it. But yeah, I'd really like to try that. It just looks so good. Everybody raves about it. I tried to Google it when we were there. Couldn't find it any place. But this time I'm tracking it down. And number 5 for things not in Disney, SeaWorld. Now I actually did this the last time I was there and I was so conflicted about going. I absolutely love it. I don't know if we're definitely going to do it the next time we go. But yeah, I do recommend it. It was really fun. Last round we have 10 this or that, so let's do it quick fire. First off, Peter Pan or Alice in Wonderland? Easy. Peter Pan. Absolute favourite. Yeah. Frozen or Tangled? Now this is a little bit harder. If we're talking about Frozen 1, then it's a no-brainer, then it's Tangled. But if it's Frozen 2, they're kind of on par with each other, I'm not going to lie. But I think I'm still edging towards Tangled more. That's a hard one to pick. Number 3, Brave or Mulan? I'd have to pick Mulan for this one just because it's an old favourite. Like I said earlier in the video, it's kind of like our karaoke song, like karaoke movie. But I do love Brave as well. Like kind of like Scottish. I live in Scotland. I can totally like agree with half the movie. But I think Mulan has the edge slightly. Next, this is very serious. Would I want a hook for a hand or Dumbo's giant ears? I think I would go for a hook for a hand. I think it would be easier to kind of like maneuver rather than Dumbo's ears. Especially because he falls over them. So like how big would that make it for us? No, I'm going to go hook. Well actually, hook's on his left hand. I'm one of those, but yeah. Hook for a hand. Number 5, kind of torn. Would I want either Evil Stepsisters or Rapunzel's mother? I think I would do Rapunzel's mother. Purely, okay, yeah, she locked her up in a castle and didn't let her go anywhere, but she was relatively nice to her. Whereas the Evil Stepsisters, like they locked her up in an attic and they were god awful to her. So I think I'd have to edge with Rapunzel's mother. Number 6, talking furniture or a talking snowman. I'd pick talking snowman. I just think talking furniture would just be so awkward. Like, imagine you didn't want to speak to them, then what would happen? Yeah, talking snowman. Olaf, point 2, we're going for you. Number 7 is explore the sea with Moana or with Ariel. I'd pick with Ariel. I'm a mermaid at heart. Hence the hair, yes. Exploring the sea with Ariel. Here we go. Next is fly the sky with Peter Pan or Aladdin. Easy, Peter Pan. Peter Pan is my absolute favourite. Love the movie, love him. No explanation needed. Next question. Be able to shoot a bow like Merida or swing a frying pan like Rapunzel. I think I would want to be able to shoot a bow like Merida. I think that would be cooler than a frying pan. But then a frying pan's more adaptable. So I had this thing with my sister when we did one of these board games. You could swing like a frying pan like Rapunzel, but then that would come in handy for like cooking stuff. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn, but I think I'm more leaning to a bow and arrow like Merida. Number 10, I'm really stuck on. Either be captured by Captain Hook or make a deal with Ursula. These are my 2 favourites. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pick. I think I'd have to pick being captured by Captain Hook, because I feel like I could win him round and then I'd be friends. Whereas Ursula, I don't think you're going to talk her round at all. But she's my absolute favourite. Yeah, being captured by Captain Hook, I think. Last question, and I'm putting it out to you as well, is what's your favourite? Princesses or villains? I always go villains. I don't know why. I'm just a villain at heart. When we go to Disney next year, we're actually going the end of September, start of October. So it's going to be Mickey's very scary Halloween party or whatever it's called. So yeah, more villains, more excitement, more fun. I can't wait. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please remember to click like if you like this type of video. Press subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I will see you next time. Bye!